Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You are joined here at EA Sports, where we bring the NFL to you. We got the Broncos taking on the visitors, the Seahawks. Now, I believe these two are very familiar with each other from that Super Bowl. You remember that day?
Ah, yes. It's not really a replay, though. Both teams have changed quite a bit since. The Seahawks aren't the same defense they were. And actually, the Denver Broncos actually just made a recent trade with the 49ers, picking up Jimmy Garoppolo. And he's going to make his entrance here, Mile High City.
Here we go.
There's Chubb.
Ooh, that's our first pick over there. Bradley Chubb coming in, welcoming the fans. And they are excited to see this rushing duo of Von Miller and Bradley Chubb get after Russell Wilson.
And look at here's Royce Freeman, who was announced as a starter today, I believe, right?
Yes, he's starting. He actually beat out Devin Booker for the starting job. He was their third-round pick. So let's see if we can turn out pretty well.
We do a Philip Lindsay backing him up. Probably see that two running back system going. Just doing some setups real quick. All right, here's the opening kickoff. Janikowski kicking it off.
All right, this is going to be knelt down by Adam Pac-Man Jones, who was also acquired in the offseason. It's good to see him out there playing again, staying out of trouble. You know, I know there was a lot of issues off the field, so glad he came to Denver for this.
And here we go, Jimmy Garoppolo going to start this Denver offense. Now, Denver has not had a good quarterback for quite some time. They had some quarterback issues. They did have Peyton Manning for a bit, but you know.
The Broncos are lining up in the I formation. Garoppolo is taking his first snap, hushing down the crowd. He wants to hear it. This handoff to Royce Freeman. He's going to find a hole up the middle. He's going to take it for a 13-yard. They're going to give him at the 12-yard gain over there. First rush. How do you like that start off?
That's actually quite impressive. Royce Freeman just right off the bat, the offensive line making a pretty good hole on the left side, able to run forward for about 12 yards. But what I want to see Garoppolo pass here, and it looks like they will.
Coming out of the shotgun. Here we go. We got a 3 receiver set, 1 tight end on the line. This is going to be a play action. He's looking down. He's going to check down Emmanuel Sanders. And he breaks through. He's so elusive.
Another first down, 18 yards gained on that play. Emmanuel Sanders slipping in between 2 defenders, picking up about 5 more yards there.
Tyler, I don't know if you could have guessed this from the week 1 of preseason, if the Broncos would be coming out swinging against their first opponent of the season.
Oh man, that's a huge error there by the Seattle defense, and you can clearly see that they're not the same. They're not what they used to be.
And Earl Thomas even left his feet.
Oh wow. I want to see his replay one more time. He kind of gets pushed through 3 of them.
Oh my! What a way to start the game. The offensive set, they're back out in the shotgun, 3 receivers set. We got Lindsay in to play action. He's looking deep again. He finds his target, and it's almost
picked. A deep throw by Garoppolo. A little bit dangerous, but you know, he's testing the waters. So far, it's been smooth sailing going against this.
Take a look at this line. Second-year Garrett Bowles hopes to play his first season leading that line, along with Emmanuel Sanders. Philip Lindsay coming in as our second running back.
Lining up in
all right, we got set up in a single back, and it looks like Devin Booker will go ahead and take the handoff. Oh, there, that's Royce Freeman. Oh, he's not trucking through anyone today. Earl Thomas said, not today, boss.
I'm going to pull up the 3rd down. First third down conversion of today.
Here. We got Coney Ely. We remember him from that Super Bowl against the Broncos. He's going to get his revenge. And Bobby Wagner is going to be leading that linebacking crew. Earl Thomas. There he is. You know, really, it just shows what happens when you lose Cam Chancellor and Richard Sherman.
All right, 3rd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, he's got 4 receivers set. He's going, he's looking, checks down to Devontae Booker, who's getting his first.
It's going to be enough. First down. Vance Joseph has to be happy about that. Denver offense still moves along. Third first down of the drive. Garoppolo playing really well. Luckily able to avoid that interception.
This is not the normal Vance Joseph playbook either. He usually goes with a West Coast run, but looks like they're coming out with some kind of shotgun and a power run.
Maybe they'll change it
Royce
up
Freeman's
a bit.
gonna go. He's gonna take this hand off. He's gonna look for a hole, but he's not gonna find it.
They're gonna stuff him down on that right side.
I think this defense is starting to catch on here.
Mingo with a tackle. 2nd and 9.
All right, the offense is set up. They're out in the shotgun. We have a 2-receiver set. You're looking at Cortland Sutton, the rookie, at the bottom of your screen. Jimmy's looking left, looks right. He's gonna go for Cortland. Oh, Emmanuel Sanders
again.
And he's spinning around, making it all the way out to the 14.
Making it look easy out there too. Wow. Emmanuel Sanders, second catch of the day, and that's the second time he's hit that spin.
he is elusive. He is quick, and this is what
Maxwell
happens.
just ooh, that was nasty.
Oh gosh, there's a human highlight.
We're definitely in field goal range now, but I mean we're in the red zone, so they're going to look for the touchdown here in this next drive.
I think the Broncos are playing it smart. They're putting the ball in the hands of their playmakers, letting them do the rest of the work. The offense is set. The defense is thinking it's going to be a rush over here. We got... Shit, I can't tell that. That was Booker. Booker's running. He's going. First rush of the game. Goes up 6 yards. You could tell this Bronco offense is not slowing down here.
Yeah, the Seahawks have so far no answer. And if this continues, this is going to be a long game for Seattle.
All right. Quarterback is set. Back into a strong position. The fullback is in motion. It's a play action. He's looking deep. He's going to have to look for the check down. There's a flag on the ground. And Emmanuel Sanders is trying to make it in.
Breaking a few tackles, but this is going to be called back, I believe. Vance doesn't look so happy. Had to hand his iPad over to someone else.
He's going to argue this, but it's not. Oh, the second year. Oh.
Left tackle, and Sanders
is slow getting up.
A little hurt there.
It's not looking good.
He's been the go-to receiver. We'll see how Garoppolo's going to be able to
back
answer.
in the game. They got to be thinking run over here. He's going to go up the middle. He runs right back into his defender, and he's going to go for pretty much no gain.
Oh, that was a poor read on
tackled by Clark.
Running back there. Ran right into the defender. So it's easier to see a hole from above here, but when you're on that field, if everything happens in a split second.
No back. He's looking past here. He's going to push this one in. Human goes in. It's for first down. Let's see what this flag is going to be.
Another flag. This could be personal foul.
And it's going to go against the defense, but I assume they will go ahead and...
Oh, actually, they are going to accept it because they will get that first down.
There it is.
Because it is a personal foul, and we're first and goal. Oh, that was fourth down. That was going to have to be a
and they
field
get
goal.
the defense off. Who is this on? Oh, it might be a false start here.
It is a false start. They need a little bit more discipline than that, but you know they still have a full set of downs here.
Rob was telling his guys it's all right, it's all right. He's got to listen and play on this next one. It's going to be a single back. Looking at Cortland Sutton, he's going to be in the slot over here. He's looking for his first catch of the game.
Pressure here.
He's in trouble.
He's going to shake
shoves
it off.
He throws it away.
Throws it out of bounds. Smart move by Garoppolo.
All right. Not bad for the. This would be his first year starting and taking over a team. What are you thinking over? Oh, what do we got here? It's going to be another shock. We have a bunch formation. You're looking at DT at the bottom of your screen. This is going to be a draw. Devontae Booker is going to get nowhere, and he is going to be brought down at a 1-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
On the 6-yard line. Vance doesn't look so pleased. Garoppolo is going to have to find a new target. I believe Sanders is still out.
Sanders is still out. We're back in the shotgun. Booker's back on the field. Garoppolo's sacked, and he's brought down. The first sack of the season goes to Reed.
And you hear some boos coming from the home team. But at least they'll get some points on the board here. They're going to bring
Let's take a look at this coverage right over here. So it looks like they're playing a man-to-man, and it was a blitz. They really had no room. He had nowhere to go with this one.
Tried to scramble in the pocket, but didn't have enough time.
He took Larry one-on-one, and Larry couldn't go ahead and bring him down. I think penalties really messed up the groove of that drive, too. There was kind of a roll, and as soon as that play stopped, up and through the Brights. 3-0.
Broncos take the lead.
The sure-footed Brandon McManus. You know, the Broncos usually have a history of having really good kickers. Oh, we're seeing the first kick coming out from their new punter, Marquette King.
I saw that.
From the Raiders. He's looking pretty good in orange. Oh, and he gets brought down immediately at the 22-yard line.
That's surprising. I thought he was going to kneel that in the end zone. That was a bold move, but now we're going to see Seattle's offense led by Russell Wilson, who did really, really well last year. We'll see if he'll be able to carry this this offense. He lost a few targets. He lost Jimmy Graham in the offseason.
That's right.
But, you know, he still has his go-to, Doug Baldwin. We'll see if he utilizes him today.
Oh, and now they're coming out of the shotgun with the 4 receiver set. This is going to be handed off to McKissick, and he is moving along 6-yard run over to the 28-yard line.
This is the first we're seeing this Denver defense made a couple improvements.
Shaq Bear records his first tackle of the season. All right. Defense pushing up. This is going to be another shotgun. 3 receivers bunched up at the top of your screen. He's looking down. Oh, and it's picked off! Darian Stewart! That's the first pick of the season for the Broncos.
Oh, man.
And they said, what happened to the no-fly zone? And here they come.
You just heard the boom from that crowd. Interception. Russell Wilson. Oh, it was a deflection even. After we see that replay, deflection right into
Bradley Roby. He tips it over. This is the no-fly zone. Bradley Roby with the tip. He deflected that pass right into Darian Stewart. It's not very often you see Russell Wilson throw those kind of picks. What do you think he saw over there?
I don't know. He went for some sort of slant route. I guess he underestimated the length of of that player's arms. So Garoppolo out here looks like it's going to be a run to start off again.
Out of the single bag, he's going to hand it off to Freeman. Oh, and the rookie isn't finding much room anymore after that great start.
Yeah, they had some success on the run in the first drive, but they're stopping this time around. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Broncos are coming out. This is a bunch formation, single back. He's quiet in the crowd. He needs to hear. He goes ahead. It's a delayed handoff, and he is brought down in the backfield. A loss of 2. Couldn't even make it to the line of scrimmage.
Mingo again with his 3rd tackle on the day. Wow.
He's
been stopping the run
pretty well. Yes. All right, this is going to be 3rd and 10.
Unblocked, and running in from the right side there.
Jimmy G is going to have to be tested here again on 3rd and 10. Going to the air. Now, ever since they lost Emmanuel Sanders, the ball really stopped moving here. Now, let's see if they can get Cortland Sutton involved, as well as Demaryius Thomas, who's been awfully quiet. He's taking a quick pass to Demaryius Thomas, and he's not going to make it. And we're going to see the field goal unit coming out here on 4th and 2. So they didn't get a touchdown off that interception, but they're still going to be able to walk away with some points. It's a little disappointing here. I feel like when you're playing against Russell Wilson, you need as much of a margin as you possibly can.
They're going to go for this field goal after that pick, putting him in great position. McManus already with a kick on the day.
The kick is up. And it's good.
6-0.
6-0.
Middle of the first quarter. Seahawks will get a chance to redeem and another chance to take the lead. It's still a 1-score game.
You know, it's really easy to kick field goals here in Denver. That 35 yards is a chip shot. Marquette King is out here off the kickoff. He's going to boot this over. This is going to be returnable. McKissick's going to take it out again. Oh, and he's going to be taken down to 25.
Couldn't find on the 26. A little better than a touchback.
Yeah, it's not like he could have had a touchback. All right, so generally you would assume that in Denver, nothing is returnable. And you wonder if maybe they wanted to see him run it out here. Oh, Russell's coming to the line, single back. The defense is
That's
pushing
on McKissick
up,
back
showing
there.
blitz. They're stacking this box, and he's been taken
Oh my
down.
God! That was
Sean
Penny.
is dropped for -4. Look at that line, Pecco and Derek Wolf gobbling him up. He's coming out of the shotgun to 3 receiver set. The Broncos are blitzing that safety, and they can't get him. Oh, Von Miller
Goes down in the back. Penny with -8 yards on 2 rushes. They need to get McKissick back out there.
And that's Von Miller's first tackle of the season. And, of course, it's for negative yardage.
3rd and 18. Seahawks have had literally nothing so
Russell's
far. They're
in
at
the
negative
shotgun.
yardage.
Defense is in the dime. Got one linebacker. Oh, they're in zone.
He has time.
Von Miller is
He has
running.
time, but
and he's going to be dancing off. It's caught down.
Are they going to mark this a first down? I see some
The
Broncos players
defense
cheering here.
broke
It's going to be
down.
4th and inches. They're going to mark it short, and they're going to be forced to punt it here.
I wouldn't be surprised here if the Seahawks came out and went for it, but Russell Wilson, this is what I'm talking about. What separates
Look, we're
him
going to
is
see this again, just shaking off Bradley Chubb.
he shakes off the rookie and says, "Try this again." Welcome to the NFL.
And they indeed are going to go for a punt. It's too great of a field advantage.
That's
Not going
right.
to take
And
that
Adam
risk.
Pac-Man-Jones. Oh, this is going to fly into the end zone. That is a missed opportunity over there.
Seahawks are going to rely on their defense to stop them this time. So far, they're stopping the run ever since the first drive. And Pete Carroll has faith in them.
Yeah, this offense for Denver has been slowing down. There we go, out of the single back. They're bunched up at the top again, and you're looking at DT at the bottom of the screen. Oh, he's going to look for it. Royce Freeman is still not
it's just gonna be a
finding a
yard.
hole.
Yeah, just 1 yard, 2nd and 9.
Brought down
Another
by
Mingo. Oh, he's stopping the run today.
Denver's got to change it up here. They need to start mixing it in. They're starting to become predictable. Out of shotgun, this is a spread. I don't think the Seahawks are ready for this.
Oh, he's getting
He's
under
gonna
pressure.
Oh, and he's been picked off by Earl Thomas.
Hold on,
A
there's a
flag is on the
flag.
play.
This
This
is a
might
legal
be
block in the
called
back.
back.
It might be a legal block in the back there. I think it's roughing the
And it is
passer.
gonna be
Another
called
one
back.
on Marquarius Mingo. He's getting too excited.
They're gonna go ahead and accept this one over here. Jimmy G is backed up. They're gonna start from their own 10-yard line. They're coming out with a strong formation. Royce Freeman is in the backfield. He'll take this handoff. Can he find it? He's going to rush outside. Can he break him
Oh,
off? And he's just
Freeman.
going to be brought down in the backfield. It was probably best that he went down there and didn't
They're
get
going to
on
give him
that.
forward progression at least. Going to be up at the 8-yard line. Tackled by Wagner.
Bobby Wagner. That's still a bright spot on this Seahawks team. Now, he recovered very fast. Let's take a look. Oh, you know what? He just went around him. It looked like he tripped over his own player at one point. Vance Joseph can't believe what he's seeing over here.
Jimmy G able to avoid his first interception on the season with that late hit.
Coming out of the shotgun. He's coming out with 5 wide. He steps back. He's in his own end zone. He's looking around. He's being
He has to
rushed.
be careful.
He's got to throw it,
Oh.
and he's been sacked.
Mingo. Oh my
Mingo
God.
is tearing up a storm over here. He records his first sack of the season.
3rd and 19.
Jimmy
back
held
at
on
the
to the
2.
ball a little too long here. He couldn't find anyone open. Maybe he should have just checked it down.
I think he underestimated the speed of Mingo and Clark just creeping up on him. Luckily, he wasn't in the end zone for the safety. The 3rd and 19 on the 2-yard line. He's not going to have a lot of room at all.
It's going to be out of the strong formation. Looks like they might just run in and get it out of harm's way here. He's going to look for a hole. He's going to break through.
Hold on.
Freeman is running. And he's
Oh.
not going to make it enough for the first, but he does gash it out.
I think that's all Vance Joseph really wanted. A little better than he
got a little more
anticipated.
than, yeah, probably a little more than what it was. So it's going to be 3 and out for the Broncos. Actually, it was not 3 and out. There was a flag on the play. That is right.
Kick it all the way down to 33. Well done, especially since they're way back in their own end zone. And Russell Wilson will get another try.
That was close to a 70-yard punt.
Really impressive there.
Wilson is going to be coming out of the shotgun. He's got 4 receivers and 1 running back. Defense is set up in the nickel. And McKissick's going to break a tackle. He's going to chip right out. And there you go. They're going to chase him down. And he is brought down at the 5th. Oh, it was the 47. Dude, it's actually really hard to tell the yards from up here.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell from up here. But a big
45.
gain there. Big gain up to the 45-yard line. The opponent's 45 even.
He breaks one. He jukes the other. And then it's off to the races.
McKissick.
Chris Harris was able to catch up to him, but aside from that, I think
now, is McKissick a rookie?
No,
I've never heard of him.
Jared McKissick. He was the backup for Adrian Peterson.
I thought it was McKinnon.
Oh, you're right. So I don't know who McKissick is. He's right. All the mix. Oh, Russell had a lot of time, and he is open to Baldwin. Wow.
There's a lot of orange jerseys there, but Doug Baldwin still found some open area.
He had all day to throw it back there. That is uncharacteristic.
31-yard catch brings him up to the 13, and they are in the red zone. See if Seattle's going to be able to score here.
I'm surprised the Broncos here aren't rushing Von Miller to the quarterback and putting him in coverage. Take a look. That's him downfield.
Huh.
All right, you're looking at Von Miller at the top of this line over there. Let's see if he's going to go ahead and blitz this one. Receiver is in motion. The ball's hiked, and he goes back into coverage again.
He's passing Doug Baldwin up the middle for a short gain. 2nd and 2.
And the Seahawks are knocking on the doorstep right now.
So closing on the first quarter.
This is very interesting. This Denver defense is. I've only seen them really rush Miller up to the quarterback maybe a handful of times, but usually is a every play thing. So to see him in coverage, it's so many times in a game.
Perhaps they got really excited after Russell Wilson throwing that pick.
Miller's back on the line. Let's see if he's going to rush it. This is probably going to be a run play. Runners in motion. He's going to go look for a hole, and Carson is brought down. It's a 1-yard gain. They're going to mark him short of the first down. It's 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. They could stop him here. This will actually be a big stop, but I think they're going to run out the clock, and it might be the end of the first. I don't know if Russell Wilson's going to try and get a hike in here. He has 2 seconds. No, it's going to go the first quarter, 6-0. Denver with the lead, but Seattle looking to score a touchdown and perhaps change this up.
Oof. Let's take a look at the highlights over here. That pass by Russell Wilson.
And this is all Doug Baldwin. All these highlights from Seattle's offense. Haven't been able to cover him, but like you've said, they've had Von Miller back in coverage, which is quite odd.
It's giving Russell Wilson all this time. Really, wouldn't you want the best player on your defense to be covering possibly the best player on the offense right over there?
Well, it's 3rd and 1. You do see Von Miller on on Lockett, actually.
He's on Tyler Lockett. This is an interesting call, but no running back. He's going to take this back. He's going to look. Lockett is wide open. Down to
Lockett. Oh, they'll take him down. That's going to be a first.
So they're putting him in a zone coverage. An interesting play call. Bradley Chubb hasn't been able to make it in the back there for a while either. So let's see if they get more aggressive with this play call, but they're playing very, very passive. I think they're respecting this offense a little too much. It's not the same as it used to be.
And it's just giving Russell Wilson too much time. This is he's a veteran now.
The I formation is going to hand this one off. And Carson's going to get stopped.
Oh, the ball did cross the zone. The head linesman is going to say touchdown, Carson.
And he does the mile-high salute in Denver.
The disrespect shown
Maybe we'll see Von Miller be blitzing on this one. And the call on the field is a touchdown. Now let's see if he crosses
top
over.
View, right
and
there,
it breaks
he does.
the plane. Good call.
Well,
on
where
the
the attempt by, who was that, Wolf? Or
that was Derek Wolf.
Derek Wolf to try and stop it.
He didn't give up on that play. He was just a tad too late. And Janikowski puts this one up through the uprights.
I wish the cameraman would give us a better view for those kicks.
This is true. It's kind of a guess. You know, and I thought about it. I am pretty sure that Sebastian Janikowski has the most field goals made in Denver by a non-Denver player.
That would make sense.
He has kicked it through those uprights more than anyone else.
That's an interesting set, and it's probably true.
And you know what? He probably has actually kicked. Oh, and he jukes one, but he's brought down back at the 20-yard line. And I think about it, he probably has made more field goals in Denver than Brandon McManus has, the current kicker for Denver.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, the man's been playing.
Seasons.
Yeah, the man's been playing forever. Yeah. Playing Denver twice.
Once a year he would be there, but
yeah, once a year, but playing against Denver twice
with a higher powered offense, All right, Garoppolo's gonna go ahead and hand this one off to Freeman. Freeman is still looking for room. He's on his feet still, and he's brought down for no gain. They're gonna give him that forward progression.
And again, they're running it up the middle a lot, and they're just stacking it. They're stacking the front, and the running game's not.
Take a look at the other rookie, Philip Lindsay's on the field. They're coming on the shotgun with the 4 receiver set. And he's going to go into coverage, and he throws it into the dirt.
It's going to be a screen, but I didn't even see anyone up for the pass. He did get hit.
It was Philip Lindsay was out there on the pass.
Now we're on 3rd and 10.
I want to see what the Broncos do with Philip Lindsay out here in the backfield, who's looks like he's lined up again. Out of the shotgun, he's going to go after the pass, and he's going to lob it. And it is out of bounds. He was looking for Demaryius Thomas on the outside on the deep route, who I think may have been in front of that defender. He could have had him beat if that throw would have dropped in.
Marquette King kicking from about the 8-yard line. Gonna go all the way down.
Oh, and it is going to end up a touchback.
I'm still hitting it down to the 20 from way back. Still a huge kick. There's Baldwin.
What a great addition. Baldwin, here he is. Russell Wilson.
Been the main target today.
It seems that the mood is switched now. The Seahawks offense is starting to move over here. And we're still keeping an eye on Von Miller as he's still top of your screen, and see if he's going to be rushing the quarterback on this. It looks like he's going to go in, but it is a run. That might be a hold on the back there.
Yeah, that's going to be holding. But you know what? Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, it is going to be holding on offense. It's going to be 1st and 20. But so Doug Baldwin's been a big target, and Sanders was a big target for the Broncos until he got hurt. Still not sure if he's going to be out for the entire game or if they're going to bring him back after the half. Penny's
going to go ahead and gash him. And he got his first positive yards of the game. Or a gain of 10.
Gain of 10, bringing it back to the original spot they were at. 2nd and 10.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. Recorded his first one of the season. Now, it's worth noting, okay, so Von Miller starting off at the bottom of your screen. Now, this is looking more like he's rushing the quarterback finally, but he can't get through. But see what happens when Von Miller is rushing the quarterback. What happens when
he has no time, and he just threw it. Threw an inaccurate pass.
Pete Carroll's probably sitting over there telling him, okay, now they're sending him. They're looking for now probably more of a play action and get Von Miller to bite on something.
Von Miller is getting close.
Oh, there's a hold, and there's a sack. There he goes down, Brandon Marshall. That's his first sack of the season.
Even with the hold, they're going to decline this. This is going to 4th down, 4th and 21.
And you know what? That was a hold on none other than Von Miller.
And
Pac-Man Jones going ahead and returns, and he runs right into the returning team, but with great positioning on the field.
And it's just like you said, like they started rushing, and Russell Wilson under pressure. Their offense didn't do anything.
You know, they paid attention to Von Miller. Russell Wilson's running away from Von, but doesn't realize Broncos have more than one pass rusher. There they go out the shotgun, and now the Seahawks are set up in the 4-3. They're waiting on Garoppolo to make another mistake as he throws it into the dirt. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
He's had a rough couple outings here.
Yes, he started off strong, but again, that loss, losing Emmanuel Sanders, who has not returned, and we're still waiting on the report.
I wonder if he's getting pressured. I mean, he's sitting patiently in the pocket, but
and Freeman is breaking, and he decides to rush away from the opening.
Yes, remember north and south. Yeah, north and south is away to the end zone, and it looked like he almost ran into the defender there.
After he brushed off in his first carry, he probably was a little different.
Maybe he slipped or something. Yeah. Garoppolo dropping back, throws a quick pass to Sutton.
Cortland Sutton goes in and he puts it on the ground. Probably better that he did that instead of take the loss of yards.
I don't remember the last completion Garoppolo's made. He's 5 for 11 on the day, and I think 4 of those 5 were from the first drive.
I believe he started off 5 and 7. He's missed 4 consecutive passes over here. He's trying to get everyone else involved on this. Marquette King up for, I believe this is his 4th punt. Ooh, shanked it a little bit.
Yeah, that was a bit of an error.
Probably a
net up to the 29.
Net of 20 yards. Not his best, but I think he's more known for those deep kicks and getting him out of the way.
Right.
Now the Seahawks are happy. The offense is back on the field, seeing if they can overcome being sacked a couple of times by the Broncos. He's coming out of the shotgun. The Broncos are rushing again, and McKissick is taken down instantly. Derek Wolfe coming in. Denver's only allowed less than 50 passing yards. It's actually not bad when you're playing against Russell Wilson. That all came from one drive.
Derek Wolfe. You see this again, just twice the man's size. And Denver still has 20 yards over the Seahawks here. Still a close game, 7-6. Russell Wilson.
Oh, the shotgun. Von Miller's rushing, but McKissick is taken down instantly by Bradley Chubb.
Bradley Chubb with the 2nd tackle. First tackle for loss.
Both were.
Oh, both were.
They both were. He's been shut down since that opening drive for the Seahawks, but here he's coming back to life.
And Russell Wilson's going to be forced to throw it here. It's 3rd down, 3rd and 16. Ooh, 3rd and long. Let's see if they're going to pressure him again. Von Miller on the outside. We see him right there.
And he's being held over there. He can't make it through.
Throwing it deep, and it's
caught by Lockett. In double coverage. Darren Stewart couldn't pick this one off this time, and that was a huge completion.
We're at the 49, just past the 50-yard mark in enemy territory. That's what happens. That's what happens if you can't get pressure on Russell Wilson. You saw them on Von Miller able to push him back. Russell Wilson had enough time to make that throw.
Russell Wilson's lined up on the outside again, but he is covering. Looks like the tight end. He's going to rush. He's going to blitz. Can he make it over there? And it is swatted down by Adam Pac-Man Jones.
I'm a flag. This might be roughing the passer.
This might be a holding. I didn't see anyone back there.
Oh.
I thought so. Well, Russell was untouched back there. He got that out quick, but
Jermaine Ifedi.
Von Miller is going to draw a lot of holds in this game. These guys want to protect their quarterback. Von Miller's back into coverage, and see what happens. Oh, and it is swatted down. Chris Harris.
That's a really good defense by Chris Harris there. Lockett had it in his hands, but was able to swat it out.
Lockett's back at the top of the screen. Chris Harris is covering him. Von Miller's back in coverage again, and this is going to be a run. Can they stop him? And they're going to bring him down for a gain of 2. 3rd and 18.
Another 3rd and long.
Todd Davis.
You know he's
going to
be targeting one of his receivers.
We all know where he might go with this one. It's high chances going to Baldwin. Lockett, though, starting to get warm, and Chris Harris is going to be covering him down at the bottom of your screen. Oh, and the rush is coming. Von Miller breaks free, and here it goes.
He showed up.
And Von Miller takes it down for the sack. His first of the season.
There he is.
There he is.
Man of the hour, Von Miller, taking him down 4th and 28, forcing him back.
Super Bowl 50 MVP, recording his first sack. Bradley Chubb was the first to get there, but look at the effect as Von Miller beats him one-on-one, swims through, and as soon as the help comes, Bradley Chubb, the rookie, is over there. And he's had trouble just wrapping up these people.
He's been getting to the backfield, but yeah, he's had that trouble just wrapping up and executing, but it was able to delay him enough for Von Miller to pick it up.
And this is going to be
Dixon, and it's going to be blocked.
Oh,
Denver blocks it.
And it's kickback. They're going to return. Oh, and it's
it's going to be a safety. That easily could have been a touchdown, but a nice blocked kick. Denver picks up the safety. Oh man,
he fumbled that long snap. Did you? Take a look at this. Oh, he kicks it, can't pick it up, and then he kicked.
Simmons had the opportunity. That could have been a touchdown.
Justin
nice
Simmons
block.
was the one on the block. This kid, he shows up every first game of the season.
And with that safety, Denver takes the lead. Lindsey going to return this.
This is going to be his first touch, and he jukes one, but he can't get past the other. Interesting. I believe Lindsey got permission to wear the number 30 from Terrell Davis, an undrafted rookie himself for the Denver Broncos. I'm wondering why he didn't wear it for the opening game, but maybe it was he was let too late. He didn't have that jersey in time for it. But I should be seeing that soon. Royce Freeman's going to be lined up in the backfield right now. He's starting to warm up. Jimmy Garoppolo's going to hand it off. Freeman shakes one, but he can't get around the next. The Seahawks are bringing the rush every time now. I think Jimmy needs to start paying attention to his receivers and maybe get them more involved.
Yeah, the defense is doing the job today for the Broncos now. We just need the offense.
There's going to be a handoff to Booker, and he's going to get nothing on this one. 3rd and 14. I think the Broncos playing a little too conservative here, and these Seahawks are starting to get to the quarterback as well as the rest of the backfield. Jimmy out of the shotgun. He's going to go ahead and hike this. He's looking down. He checks it off to Cortland Sutton. He's going to get his... And he fumbles it. He puts it on the ground.
There is a flag, though. There is a flag.
You might see another roughing the passer.
I think so. They did blitz there. That's a 3rd one on the day. That's a 3rd one on the day. This time it's going to be against Frank Clark, the right end.
He's been playing very well. And, you know, these guys need to watch it because you give these guys too many chances. Jimmy G might start feeling warm. It's out of the I formation. This is going to be a handoff to Royce Freeman, who gets handled in the backfield.
Clothesline nearly.
It was a little slow getting up there, but he's back up.
That's Frank Clark, the guy committed the roughing passer, just the last one.
Taking frustration out.
And we saw that there. And what number is Sanders?
Number 10.
Number 10.
All right, Devin Booker's going to take it out the backfield.
Oh,
he was
nice!
He was the original starter, and he wants to prove that it is his team still, but he is taken down just short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
It was a nice leap there, avoiding Ely. We're going to see another replay of this. Ely trying to take him where it's right there. It's kind of a weird angle.
Had the Panthers won that Super Bowl, Coney Ely would have been the MVP of that game.
Right there, the nice lead.
And then he met Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas was the last resort there. 3rd and 2. Right. This might be a run. Oh no, it's play action.
Freeman is not going to make it, and it's going to be another 4th down. We're going to be seeing the special teams unit out here. And very conservative play calls here.
8-7, very low scoring game, very defensive game on both sides of the field.
The Broncos are very much missing Emmanuel Sanders here, but they really need to start figuring this out and get everyone else involved in the game. Okay, Kingston go ahead with a punt. Can he redeem himself for the last one? And this is going to go out at the 16.
Very good kick. And then Marquette King, the former Raider. out there in his rival's jersey now.
He was snubbed for the Pro Bowl for many years. Why they didn't put him in, I don't know. And that's a fan voting as well, so you'd be surprised. All right, looking at Von Miller's lined up in the line. Are we going to see him rush Russell Wilson one more time? Blitz is on, and they take him down the backfield.
Well done there. Well done.
The bubble screen breaks down, and they were all over Tyler Lockett.
Only 9 passing attempts by Russell Wilson. The offense hasn't had that much time on the field. They're still trailing the Broncos, actually, in offensive yards. Only by a couple, but...
Out of the I formation. It's going to be a play. And it's going to be dropped by Lockett. He couldn't hang on to it.
We're seeing a 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 here. Russell Wilson's completed quite a number of 3rd downs.
Let's see, he had him in the hands there, but I think he felt the footsteps. He couldn't hold on to it. 3rd and 11. The crowd is on their feet. Von Miller is on the line. This is going to be out of the pistol, out of the I formation. Von Miller is rushing. He's breaking through. He's got 2 on him. That is a double
throws it to Lockett.
And he holds on to it for a 1st down. They've converted on 3rd very often in this game, and his safety option looks like it is Tyler Lockett, who...
Yeah, I think the Broncos put some extra coverage on Baldwin after Baldwin's early success, which just leaves Lockett wide open.
Yeah, I mean, he had Pac-Man Jones in the area, but they played a soft zone coverage, and Miller was double teamed. Looks like the Seahawks are figuring out what they need to do. All right, out of the pistol, they're going to hand it off to Penny, who takes it to the outside. He runs, gets the 1st, and a little extra.
That's Penny's first successful run there.
Just
19 yards on the day. Made up for all those negative yards that he started off with. In the beginning, I believe it was like -8.
Watch as he just breaks down the outside. The Broncos have been gashed up the middle and wasn't really paying attention. I think they sold out in the middle too early. All right, Wilson out of the shotgun.
Trips right.
He's calling out. He gets the snap. He's got a little bit of time, but he's rushed. He's going to throw it over to Baldwin, who is taken down immediately.
And Baldwin's actually slow to be getting up here.
Oh, he's very fast to get out of here.
He's very hurt, and he's running back to the medical bay.
He jumped over his team.
I have to go to a commercial here. This is.
And he's limping now. He's walking on his own though, so that's a good sign. Let's see if this has the same impact that Emmanuel Sanders had on the Broncos. Chris Harris now can just put all of his attention on Tyler Lockett. Let's see the run game involved a little more. Penny is going to be taken down immediately. A gain of 2 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
Up to the 35. It is kicking range, especially for a powerhouse like Janikowski.
Out of the I formation. Wilson's going to take the snap. He's going to look left. He's going to step back. He's going to let it go. And it's picked up by Brandon Marshall. Picked off. And the crowd is on its feet. Brandon Marshall.
And that was going to Tyler Lockett. And they knew it was coming.
You put a linebacker on Tyler. How do you put a linebacker in there? You know what?
He was zoned. He was in charge of the middle, and
I'm surprised they haven't targeted the other Brandon Marshall on the other side of the ball, who was a former Bronco himself.
That's right, and Royce Freeman, only 30 yards on the day. But, I mean, they're kind of sharing the ball a little bit. The offense hasn't really even been moving that much. But I think he's probably going to get the ball in this opening drive. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left. Denver up 1.
Take the snap. Royce Freeman's going to look. He finds a hole. He's going to go up the middle. Oh, and he's brought down immediately after finding that for a small gain of 4. You know, actually, in the scope of things, this is a better run than he's had earlier. So 4 is better than his negative yardage he was picking up throughout pretty much all of this quarter.
I think it's Royce Freeman, and again, probably another run. I think they're running out the clock, maybe? I'm not really sure.
Oh, he's going to go to the outside, and he is just short of the 1st down. I'm not sure what he was thinking there, as he had all that room on the right side. Now it looks like they do want to run this clock out so that they have the last possession of this quarter.
This is going to be 2-minute warning right here.
Are they going to get the snap off right before they let it go to 2-minute warning?
A bit of a mistake there. Miscommunication with Vance Joseph, I'm sure. But that is a 2-minute warning, 8-7. Almost at halftime. Garoppolo going to have a little bit of a chat, trying to get this offense going. Maybe score before half. Very low scoring game.
Very low scoring.
They could have easily had a touchdown off that blocked punt, but they took the safety instead.
It's a lot of missed opportunities here. All right, he's quieting the crowd. He's going to step back and drops back. It's going to be passed off to Hamilton, the rookie, and he's put on the ground. The Broncos have a very young team. A very young team. There's about 4 rookies that are part of this wide receiver and running back core, two for each one. And here's one of them, Hamilton.
It's good to see that Garoppolo's spreading it around a little bit.
Hamilton's first
catch.
Loss
of Sanders.
He's a professional football player. Garoppolo's going to take the snap out of here from the backfield. He's going to check it down to Booker, who is brought down immediately. Zone coverage on the flat wasn't going to fool anyone out here.
Now short passes, they're just playing it safe for now. Trying to inch forward, but they're not even close to kicking territory. They're still on their own side of the field, on their own 40, so they have to get down the field. They don't have a lot of time. That was inbound, so the clock is running. We're at a minute 18 and counting. 4 wideouts.
This is gonna be this is gonna be a wide set out of the gun. He gets it off quickly to Herman, and he is brought down immediately as well. These quick passes are amounting to really nothing, as that goes for a no gain as well.
Man, 3 timeouts by both teams, and there's going to be a timeout by Denver. That's what I was waiting for. A little bit late of a timeout. You'd think you'd call a timeout right after the play. Wasted a couple seconds there. Just over a minute remaining in the half.
This looks like he really wants it so that he leaves no time for Seattle to come back down the field, as they know what Russell can do with a 2-minute offense. So the shotgun, they're going to go ahead and take this one. It's just going to be right up the middle. Booker is going to go slide through as he is brought down, and we're going to see the punting team out.
It's a timeout by Seattle to try and get a last minute drive before the half. Seattle will be getting the ball back, so scoring here will be big.
Now with both hot receivers going down, as we can see, the tempo of this game has slowed down significantly. Kane goes ahead and punts it deep into the back of the end zone, as that will be a touchback.
There was no target there. He was just kicking as hard as he can, making Russell Wilson go the full 80 yards. And here's Russell Wilson, 2 interceptions on the day, no touchdowns.
He's coming out of the shotgun. He's got McKissick in the backfield with him. Lockett's at the top of your screen. And it's going to be, almost picked off by Derek Wolfe.
That's probably something that the Broncos are banking on right now. Maybe just running out the clock and then hoping the Broncos get a pick and put them in scoring position.
Right.
They almost had it there.
They can't move the ball, so they're going to let the puncher move the ball for them.
And there's Von Miller.
You see him at the bottom of your screen. Oh, and he is back into coverage. He's zoned. And that was there. I didn't see. Oh, he was way out at that point.
Yeah, he was way out. 3rd and 10, 44 seconds. I mean, Denver still has 2 timeouts. They stop it here, call a timeout, give the offense another opportunity.
All right, and they're bunched up over here on the left side. Down at the bottom of your screen, you're gonna see Bradley Chubb. Oh my gosh!
There it is, and there's a timeout by Denver. Vance got a little bit excited there. Bradley Chubb, his 3rd tackle for loss on the day.
He said, "I'm not going to be stood up again, ever again."
You notice he didn't wrap up there. He's just hitting hard.
Yeah,
they will knock him down. Dixon,
all tackles for losses. Oh. Here we go. Pac-Man Jones going to go ahead and return this one, and he cannot make it out. And they're going to pummel him back into the ground.
In 31 seconds, they might just run this out.
Royce Freeman's only averaging 2.6 yards a carry. This is not the best outing for his first NFL appearance. Oh, they're coming out with an empty spread. Garoppolo is going to call for the ball. He's looking deep, but he's going to check it down low, and it's going to go to Hurman. Could we see a hold on the play?
Vance looks pretty confident with that
Calls down.
Another roughing the passer.
These guys are really going after Jimmy Garoppolo. And it's Frank Clark again.
At this point, you would think that there's going to be some disqualifications, but this puts them in kicking range.
Brandon McManus is already warming up at the side over there. And that's going to go out to the edge. And Jake Butt's going to get his first catch as a Bronco.
20 seconds left. What are they thinking here? Are they going to rush and try and spike it? No, they're going to call a timeout. Probably bring the kicking team and further their lead. 87.
For those that have Brandon McManus on their fantasy football teams, this is turning out very well for them. All right, kicking team is out.
This should be an easy one.
Kelly's going to hold it. The snap, the kick is up, and it is good. He is perfect on the season. Oh, it looks like he's jawing at him a little bit, the kicker. And
I saw that. I mean, these close games, players, it gets really intense out there.
It's a kicker. Come on. Kicker doesn't even have pads.
Hey, everyone gets in the game, okay?
It's true. Once you line up there. McKissick's going to take this one out from just the line, and he is brought down at the 24. 9 seconds left. Do you think they're going to rush this one out, or do you think they're going to take one shot at the end zone?
I don't know about the play clock there. I refuse to believe that was only 2 seconds long. But it is what it is. 9 seconds left on the clock. They're going to run it out. They're a simple bunch, single back formation.
6 right here. All right, and he's brought down immediately by Von Miller, and that should take us to the half.
11-7. Very defensive game.
Broncos have a slight lead.
We'll see if Emmanuel Sanders is going to be coming back at the half. We're going to check up on the medical staff here in a minute, but let's just look at some of the stats. I mean, just look at that. This offense of both teams.
Not doing too hot over here.
Let's look around the lead. Well, let's skip this.
The Ravens taking down the Bills. Josh Allen in his first start in the NFL didn't look too hot over there.
Sneed.
Throwing 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
And Jacksonville in New York. Eli Manning throwing two touchdowns. Blake Bortles 3.
Wow.
But the Giants able to overcome the Jags. Interesting. Okay.
That is a huge turnaround.
I mean, the Texans beating the Patriots. I don't know what's going on around the league here. Deshaun Watson with 3 touchdowns.
32 and for 52. He threw that ball a lot. Will Fuller in his return. Coming in big for...
We're seeing a couple of highlights here.
Yeah, Russell Wilson, so he's been able to escape, and we know that he's working really hard, and he's able, when he has the time, he can make those throws and get the ball where it needs to go. And here we go. Here's the kickoff. Kissick is going to go ahead and take this one. And he's running, and he is brought down at the 27.
All right, I'm going to take a look at the... I wanted to look at the medical report here. We have to wait a moment. Just want to see the status of Emmanuel Sanders.
Russell Wilson's going to go ahead and take this one.
We're going to see the status here. Emmanuel Sanders, it's still to be determined. Shoulder tear is what they're saying, so he's going to be out for the game.
Let's take a look
at Doug Baldwin, knee cartilage tear. Ooh, both top receivers just out. We're unsure to see the length of this, but a knee tear has to be pretty long. Who knows how long a shoulder tear will be, but both are going to be out for this game, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's not like just repairing bones as well. This is a tear. Those things need to be. They're actually not going to heal back the same way as they used to.
Right.
All right, we got Russell Wilson. He's coming out of the shotgun, and you're looking at Tyler Lockett at the top of your screen. Oh, he does his 180. McKissick is going to be brought down immediately.
Behind the line.
It looks like they gave him a little bit of forward progress for no gain. Justin Simmons, he's been on it today. That blocked punt. He's got about 4 tackles on the day. He is covering with some tight defense, not giving up much.
Blocked punt in the opening game. That's how you start the season.
Oh, look at him coming off his zone, and
guys going places. That's a great addition for the Broncos for sure. Here we have two wide out.
Two wide out of the shotgun. He's gonna look for Lockett at the bottom of your screen, and
it is swatted, picked off again. There's 3.
With his first pick of the season, the Pro Bowler is a 2-time All-Pro cornerback.
That's 3 interceptions by this defense.
This is tipped again.
Very
swatted out by Pack.
nice
Bradley Roby. Bradley Roby. Look at him.
Very.
As he swats it out.
Right out of his hands.
And Chris Harris is right there for the pick.
Oh, Pete Carroll's. He's getting stressed.
He's livid. This no-fly zone. He's telling you guys.
And now we have Philip Lindsay going to start the opening drive.
He's here to change the pace of game.
Oh, they're going to review the interception to see if it hit the ground.
We're going to have to take another look at this one.
Oh, that's
that
a
catch. That was a beautiful
catch.
This right here, early defensive play of the game, play of the weekend.
It's a tumbling catch,
play of the season right there. Yeah, he caught that upside down. He cradled that with his hands.
And no question there. But the Boos just wanted to double check.
All right. Looks like they took back Philip Lindsay as Freeman's going to go up for a nice, possibly 6-yard gain. They're going to give him 4.
Oh, that's got to hurt a little bit. I mean, if I was Philip Lindsay, coach is telling me to go out there, there's a little booth review, and then he just changes his mind last second. Like, come on, coach.
Just keep the kid in the game. All right, you see Devin Booker out here on the field. Now that's the second running back they put in front of Lindsay. There's Thomas at the bottom of your screen. Jimmy's going to get picked off.
Oh, no.
He throws it right into right. Kendall Wright with the pick.
And I didn't think we would see back-to-back picks to start off the second half. But it looks like both offenses are going to continue to struggle, or should we say the defenses for both teams are just showing up. That was going to Thomas, who doesn't have too many catches today. Demaryius Thomas.
I don't think he has one. He's been targeted twice, and one, I think, sailed way out of bounds. This one was picked off.
3 interceptions by Russell Wilson. Ouch.
They are crowding up the middle over here. It's that they really need to spread it out. Russell Wilson's learning that himself. Oh, it's going to be a late handoff to Penny, who's going to break one, but he's going to be taken down immediately by Brandon Marshall. It's going to be 2nd and 6 on a gain of 4. All right, here we go. Russell Wilson's going to set up. Shotgun with 3 wide out. Denver's in the nickel.
Doug Baldwin.
McKissick is being pushed back, and he's dropped behind the line.
Only 15 yards.
Derek Wolf pushing the line, and Shaq Barrett. Yeah, only 15 yards. And I think net, this offense has only rushed for about maybe 30 or 40. This Denver defense was determined to have Russell beat him with his arm, which, to be honest, sounds like a terrible idea. Russell can do that. All right, Russell set up in a shotgun again. He's going to have 4 wide.
He has to be in shotgun now. The
tight end is going to go head deep. He's got all the time in the world. This is going to be a screen to the middle, and Kissick is dropped before the first down.
I thought he had the space to get that first down, but
he didn't.
The acceleration from that defense able to stop him short.
Yeah, it was hit hard. It's going to be a 4th and 1. Another punt in this game. Oh, this is going to be into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback.
Bringing up to the 20. And Garoppolo will have a chance to redeem himself here.
Yeah, he's really been shut down after losing his favorite receiver. He really needs to start getting everyone involved over here. Maybe another screen pass.
Who is the receiver behind Sanders?
Behind Demaryius Thomas, it would be Cortland Sutton. This is going to be their rookie. Oh, it's a play action. He couldn't get away from that after Cody Ely bit on that one.
He did. He nearly tackled that running back, but he still had time to turn around and pick up that sack there.
Yeah.
2nd and 19.
So let's take a look at this field at the coverage. This is really good coverage by the defense and really had nobody open. He had Demaryius Thomas crossing in the middle, but I think he's been a little wary about throwing over the middle again.
Garoppolo tried spinning out of the way, but
he's going to be coming out of the shotgun. Here we go. It's going to be 3 wide with 1 back. Devontae Booker is the running back. He's going to go ahead and take it. He's going to run up the middle, and he's going to break through.
Nice
Gain of
nice
about
truck
9,
there.
I want to say. About 8. They're going to give him that. It's going to be 3rd and 11.
He's a short little guy, huh?
Yeah. He's stocky, though. He's, you know, if he's moving one direction, I think north-south, he's able to get you at least an extra 2 or 3 yards. You see the Broncos are running more of a run-balanced game.
22 to 18, running over passing.
All right. Well, we got Devin Booker back in the field.
He's going to throw deep.
Is he going to find Demaryius Thomas?
Oh!
And he will not come down with it. That was a little bit more exciting of a play.
Yeah, we don't see, he's been throwing pretty shallow all day.
Yes.
But good try there by Demaryius Thomas to knock down the defender, which could have been a pick. Helping out his quarterback a little bit. He's like, no. Marquette King.
He's going to go ahead and punt it. This is going to be deep. This is going to be corralled in. Tyler Lockett is going to blow right past the first defender. He's going to go down the sideline, and he is pushed out at about the 48-yard line. Tyler Lockett's
their last remaining receiver pretty much, and surprised they have him back there running the ball.
Yeah, well, he is a fast player. He's a very fast guy, and I think at this point they wanted the ball in the hands of their playmaker.
7 to 11, a very odd score here.
Russell Wilson's going to go ahead and put his running back into
Penny on the
action.
wide outside here.
Wilson's going to drop down the pass. He sidearm throws it up the middle, and it's going to be corralled in by the tight end. Oh, looks like he might have dropped this one.
Oh, incomplete.
He dropped at the last second. Ed Dixon, former Raven.
Interesting. We'll see this again.
Brandon Marshall.
Oh, he dropped it.
Let's see. Did
right
he put this on the ground? Oh, he got it as he was falling down to the ground.
And didn't have complete possession of it. No doubt there. I don't see Von Miller in this play.
Von Miller, I believe, is at the top of your screen.
Oh, yeah, never mind. I do see him. You're right.
But
running the opposite way. Penny with a lot of room.
Down the sideline, and he is knocked out for a huge rush, and they are knocking on the door.
Both of his big plays were down the sideline.
They're within field goal range.
It's his go-to run up the middle. He's had no success, even negative yardage. And they run to the outside with Pennies. Being able to run down that sidelines, pick up easy first down. Pete Carroll seems to be happy with that. They are going to be on the 26-yard line.
Shotgun. Here comes Russell Wilson. He surveys the field. He calls in for an audible. His receivers go deep. He checks down to McKissick. He's going to pass first down. He's going to make it all the way out to the 13-yard, mark it at the 12-yard line. This ball is moving for the Seahawks as they're moving downfield. Take a look at this as no one is in the area as they all are called on a man coverage.
Interesting play calling. They're mixing it up a lot.
This game's been a lot of checkdowns, a lot of them. Coming out of the I formation with one receiver, you're probably thinking run here as Broncos are going to stack the box, and he is called offsides.
I saw that.
Bradley Chubb got the tackle for another loss, but we're probably going to see this called back as this is a free play.
Yeah, not too many penalties called for the Broncos, but
Bradley Chubb
should know better.
Off that. Vance Joseph is livid. He is making a plea for this one, but he's not going to get it.
7-yard line, first and 5.
Empty set. Von Miller's at the bottom of the line over here, and he's going to rush. And he spins out of it, and the ball's gone.
McKissick is going to get it, and that's going to be a passing touchdown. Seahawks take the lead. Kick's going to bring him up by 3, and still going to be a 1-score game.
McKissick's first touchdown, or first receiving touchdown of his career, as he pretty easily made it into the end zone. No one to stop him there. Von Miller could make it in time.
He's gone McKissick quite a few times, right down the middle.
Yeah, looks like, and the kick is good. Janikowski's going to put through the uprights to add to his total in Denver.
14-11. The Seahawks got their offense going a little bit here. We'll see if Jimmy G and the Broncos will be able to pull off something here. Again, we haven't seen anything since literally the first drive of this game, so.
9:22 left in the third quarter. The kick is off, and this is probably going to be taken out by
my
Pac-Man
goodness,
Jones.
okay.
He probably should have knelt, and he breaks through one. Oh, he's fighting. Makes it barely past the 20, say the 22.
He didn't make it to the 25, but a good attempt nonetheless.
Yeah.
Wants to check his skills.
Wants to pad those stats.
This is Marius.
Marius has not seen much action over here, and so
I'd hate to own him in fantasy right now.
Broncos are probably hoping that they get the ball going with him. Coming out of the I formation with Royce Freeman in the back. It's going to be handed off to Royce Freeman, who is fighting for every yard he possibly can get. 3-yard gain.
Is that Ely? Oh, it's Mingo. Mingo picking up his 5th tackle.
Coming out of the shotgun. He's got a 3-receiver set. This is going to be handoff to Devontae Booker, who's going to go ahead and speed through. And is he going to break it out? He will not, but he will be given maybe 2 yards on the play.
Third progression, 3rd and 4.
Clock is ticking. It's going to be 8:12 left in the quarter. Garoppolo calls an audible. He surveys the field. He's going to check it down to Demaryius Thomas, who will finally get his first catch, and it is a first down as he shakes off one. Crowd starting to get a little restless here. Jimmy G's coming out of the strong formation, hushing down the crowd. Handed off to Royce Freeman, who finds a hole, and he's going to be fighting. Give him about 8 yards, and that's going to be
all right. They're moving. They're moving. He's going to be in shotgun formation again.
We're going to have a 3-wide set. You've got your tight end, Heuerman, out on the field. Booker is going to be stopped short of the line of scrimmage. Probably a loss of 1. We're going to see here a 3rd and 3.
Seattle's averaging 6 yards per pass. Holy mackerel.
These
It's been those third down conversions, those big third down conversions by Russell.
The bunch formation at the top of your screen, but he's going to go and get picked off by McDonald.
Threw into double, nearly triple coverage there. That was
he rushed that throw.
He had time. He had time that play. Another mistake throwing the interception. Who's that got the pick?
McDonald. It's going to be the safety.
McDonald. Bradley McDougald with that interception. Vance can't believe it. Not a good debut game for either quarterback, to be honest. But more so Jimmy Garoppolo. He's still learning the system. Just got traded not too long ago.
All right, out of the I formation is going to be Wilson. Miller's rushing the quarterback. He's got him on the outside, but he can't break through. And Brandon Marshall gets his first catch as a Seahawk, playing against his former team, the Denver Broncos. Von Miller signed up at the top of the screen, or at the bottom of the screen. He's showing blitz. He's going to find McKissick in the backfield, bring him down for a tackle for a loss again. Von Miller
5 tackles for Von Miller on the day.
He's got a sack as well to go ahead and add on to that. The Broncos defense is playing very well. It's the offense that is sputtering. They just can't seem to get a rhythm or get anything going. Penny's going to go take it.
Oh.
We're going to see a holding.
Looked like that was going to be run up the middle, but he immediately went to the outside because that's what his success has been. But there is, yep, there's the holding.
There's been a lot of penalties called over here on the Seahawks. It's going to be 2nd and 21. Starting from the 50s, from the 43-yard line. There's going to be a pump fake. He's going to hand it off to Penny, who's going to be taken down in the backfield.
And Penny's hurt. Penny is hurt. Holding his knee.
He is not getting up, and Sua Cravens has brought him down. Sua Cravens also making his debut as a Bronco.
Very good read by Cravens. And yeah, limping off field just like Doug Baldwin. At least he's able to walk off himself. He's not being carted off, but he's not going to be returning.
Sua Cravens is a hard hitter as well. He plays safety. He's going to be dropped back. He's got some time. He's looking. He's going to step up. He's going to take off. Oh,
almost a late hit there.
Penalty there. 4th and 12. We're going to see the field goal unit possibly come out here.
He may rush forward just enough for the kicker to make this. Again, we're in Denver, so
this is a 50-yard attempt. Can't see why not. Janikowski, this is a chip shot for Janikowski at 50 yards, especially in Denver. The crowd is on their feet. The snap is up. The kick is up. And
it is no good. It's far left.
And
Janikowski, he had the power, but he just didn't have the accuracy. And Royce Freeman's back in the game. You see this second half, he has 3 carries for 15 yards.
The stats didn't really do anything.
But this is really good for the Broncos because again they're a field goal away from tying this.
They only got one receiver out. This is going to be handed off. This is a play action to Fumagalli, his first reception as a Bronco. There are so many new faces on this Bronco squad.
This is a nice drop back by Garoppolo. Wasn't too quick. He threw it at the perfect time.
It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Found the open guy.
So this is good. He needs to just check his reads. He needs to take the time to take a look at all his reads and then check down. Sometimes I think he holds on to that ball too long and releases too fast. All right, out of the shotgun. This is going to be handed off to Devontae Booker, who's going to find it to the outside, but he's not going to be able to get out there, and he's brought down behind the line.
A 2nd and 1 just turned into a 3rd and 3. 3rd down conversions have been haunting the Denver offense so far. So
they just need one first down here if they want to get some momentum going and be able to put themselves in at least field goal range to tie up the game. They've got plenty of time. Here we go. Denver's coming out of the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers. Booker goes off to the flats, and he gets the catch, but he drops it. That was a big drop.
No.
They needed that one. But we're going to see Marquette King out here for, I believe, the 8th time in the game. He had him. He had the ball. He just, I think he started looking really. In a game, in this moment, you just need to grab possession and get to the ground. Don't do anything cute with it. Probably have a word with this coach on the sideline. The punt is up.
That was a nice kick. That was a nice kick.
And it is at the 10. He is celebrating.
Oh, he's dancing. That's the Marquette King.
He's got to watch himself, though. Remember when he picked up that flag? Literally, he picked up the flag.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Danced.
We got Russell back. Looking for a 90-yard drive. 13 completions on the day.
Von Miller is all set at the top of your screen. This is his time. He needs to rush. And here he goes. He's going to take on the outside, but that ball's out quick.
Oh!
Swatted out of his hand.
Popping the ball up a little bit.
Trusting the corners to be there as usual.
Russell had been praying there. Like, please, no, not again. 3 interceptions on the day. Very unlike Russell.
Coming out with only 1 receiver out of the I formation. Carson's going to take. Oh, and he is taken down by Von Miller in the backfield. Nowhere to go. Third tackle for a loss for Von Miller. He's having a stellar start to this year. Recorded a sack. 3 tackles for loss.
You got to Carson real quick. Carson is actually able to play again now that Penny's injured. Remember, Carson had the first touchdown of the day. They put him in for 1 play to pick up the touchdown.
And that was about it. So out of the pistol, he's going to have his running back right behind him as they play action. Von Miller was
throws it deep, almost picked up.
Oh, and Chris Harris, Bradley Roby again.
Oh.
This time he couldn't.
Third pass deflection. It was almost another pass deflection into an interception.
Yeah, do you think he played volleyball when he was younger?
Maybe.
He is passing it to everyone. Justin Simmons almost came up with it. These young defensive backs for the Broncos have been stepping it up.
And
doing everything.
The team chemistry, you can see the defensive team chemistry is there. Like, he knew to die for that ball.
And Pac-Man Jones is going to go ahead
able
and
to shake off 2 defenders. Okay.
They're going to take over at the 43-yard line. This crowd is starting to wake up again. They're glad they got to stop Russell Wilson. And here we go. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Looking for his first passing touchdown on the season.
First start. He's never lost a game in his career. He's going to take it from under center with a single back. You got Demaryius Thomas to the top of your screen. Hand it off to Freeman, who's just going to be gobbled up in the backfield. 19 rushes for 53 yards. Not very efficient, or nothing that they really were looking for here.
Do you think we could see Philip Lindsay perhaps take over sometime?
Here. I'm wondering why they haven't looked into going to that. I'm pretty sure the coaches are going to take a look after this week and see what their options are at running, because this was tough. Ooh, can we see another roughing the passer?
I think so. I think it's going to be like number 5. There it is. Unbelievable.
Wow. And it's Frank Clark again, and it's Frank Clark.
He needs I think at this point he needs to be ejected. Like, that's unacceptable.
He's hurting this poor quarterback.
It's purpose at this point in time.
And they're still out of field goal range here, but they're going to go ahead, hand it off to Devontae Booker, who is finding a small hole, but stopped after a gain of about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5 at 37.
McDougald with the tackle. Also with the interception.
Vance Joseph wants them to hurry up the tempo
drive
over here. He says this defense is starting to get tired. Let's keep it moving. Royce Freeman's back on the field. Receivers are bunched up. Taking it from under center is Garoppolo. He's going to step back. He's going to lob it over for Hamilton, who is going to hold on to the ball for about a 2-yard gain. It's 3rd and 3.
Coming from like a Denver fan perspective, you gotta be a little upset with like these just tiny little throws, not getting these first downs.
Not taking any chances down here, and nothing exotic. It's kind of one of those things where they need the run game to be going. They haven't even mixed in any passes or gotten Lindsay involved. We're seeing Booker back out here on the field. Booker actually has been doing.
Going through the Taylor, but
is running all the way,
and that's going to be a loss
for a loss of
yards.
yards.
Going to bring McManus out here.
This is going to be about a 50-plus yard kick to end the quarter, and they're going to let it go to the next quarter. What was Jordan Taylor thinking over there?
That was a big mistake. He caught it past the line.
He should have went to the ground.
He just had to fall. That's all he had to do. Errors like that could cost them the game. Going into the 3rd quarter, Denver unable to score at all that last quarter or any time in this.
This is gonna be a far kick for McManus, as he's gonna be kicking from essentially the 43. Here we go. The kick is up, and it is good as he drills it through right down the middle.
He's kicking in his home. He's kicking in his home stadium. He's used to this. He's got it, tying it up, 14-14.
About a 55-yard field goal attempt there, maybe even further.
Interesting. People would look at the score and say both teams scored 2 touchdowns, but in reality, only the Seahawks have scored 2 touchdowns. The Broncos have had a mix of safeties, kicks, you name it. They have yet to hit the end. Yeah, I don't think they've hit the end zone.
Coming out of the shotgun is Russell Wilson. He's got 2 receivers. He's going to be play action.
He's pressured, but he's going deep.
And he is not going to get there. Chris Harris on the coverage. He is challenging Chris Harris, who already has 1 pick on the day. Russell Wilson rushes up to the line. It's going to be an I formation. 2 receivers. You're looking for Tyler Lockett crossing on the bottom of the screen. And Brown and it was stripped out of his hand by Todd Davis.
Bounced off a couple players too after he stripped that.
Every time you see that ball pop out, you can't help but to think.
Everyone holds their breath.
Someone is Chris Harris going to be around for this? Out of the shotgun, he's trying to get these Broncos off sides. He hikes it. He drops back. He's got time. And he's being rushed, and he is taken down. Chris Harris.
Chris Harris with the sack. Okay.
That is probably his 3rd sack of his career.
It's not every day you see a corner go in for a blitz, and apparently Russell didn't see that coming either. Just the speed on cornerbacks.
He gambled on this one. Now look, he sees them, but unfortunately those routes have already been spoken for. He can't lead them into that. And Chris Harris, who...
Well, the tight end that was on Chris Harris just let him go, and that ultimately led to the sack. That was a mistake there.
That is a gamble to throw in your best cornerback and throw him onto that line like that. This punt is booted out there. Pac-Man Jones, he breaks one.
Breaking
he goes
another
right
tackle.
And he shakes another as he is then brought down. Pac-Man Jones has been the most exciting part of this Broncos team.
He's been breaking tackles almost every single return.
I think they should be putting him in at running back.
You see the fans waving towels, still showing support for Garoppolo, who hasn't had that much success
today.
He's
under center. He's going to have, looks like Royce Freeman in the backfield. It's going to be a play action. He's looking deep. And he connects with Courtney Sutton, the rookie.
A lot of time found Sutton down the middle.
And now the Broncos are driving. We've got about still 13 minutes and 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter for his first reception in the NFL. Courtland Sutton, so a lot of people have high hopes for him. He's kind of one of those deep threats. He's got great athleticism. He's tall. He may not be the fastest, but you know they usually play him out of the slot. It's a very interesting spot for him to come out of. Garoppolo's coming from under center. He's going to have one backfield. He's passing, and this is dropped by a human, which is probably a better idea, as it was going to be tackled for a loss.
Yeah.
Sutton's been targeted 4 times.
He has to be careful on that pass. That easily could have been a backwards pass.
Yeah, Garoppolo steps back. He's got some time.
He has time. He has to throw it away.
He's going to go and find. He checks it down to Huerman, who breaks one. Fights for a couple extra yards.
Gain of 4, 3rd and 6.
Huerman's got 4 receptions for 35 yards. Garoppolo is taking it from 3rd and 6. He steps back. He sees one. He lets it go.
Nice!
And he breaks through. Booker with the first down.
Nice throw, avoiding the sack there.
Garoppolo is getting set. They are rushing to this line, keeping the tempo up out of the shotgun. Booker is still on the field. Who takes the handoff? He's going to cut right through. It's a first down. And he is stood up by 2 defenders.
Vance is getting pretty happy here. This is the offense that he wants to see. This is what he wanted.
This offense is moving. Booker is able to find the hole as the Seahawks sold out on the pass.
He's able to shift left and right there.
We're looking at an empty nest over here. Garoppolo is thinking end zone here. He's got 5 receivers out. He's looking. He throws it. He finds Fumagalli for his 2nd catch.
We're within 5.
It's going to be 2nd and 2.
Denver looking for their first touchdown.
Will they be sticking with this empty spread, or are they going to go back to the run game here? Good play call, and to make sure they weren't going to try to force into the end zone and possibly turn the ball over, be able to just move it up just a little bit. You know, with it being 2nd and 2, all they need is 2 yards, and they'll get another set of downs to make it or punch it into the end zone here. It is a tie game.
And they're going to go for this run here. Oh, maybe not.
Hold on. It's going to be a pass. He's looking. He's all down the world. And he's picked off again. This looks like it's going to be a pick six.
And, wait, hold on.
And he is brought down.
Got some extra effort by Freeman to stop the pick six, injuring the defender in the process, but oh no. It's
Garoppolo has thrown his 3rd pick of the game.
Interesting play call. Griffin's gonna be taking it back, but I was almost certain that was gonna be a run. Like you said, they just need that first down and to punch it in.
Vance Joseph's play calls have been a little questionable. Von Miller at the bottom of your screen, and he is going to be tied up. He will not make it. Chris Harris was actually on that rush as well. Shaq Barrett recording 4 tackles.
That was a critical mistake. If Seahawks wind up winning this game, even by a small margin, then we're going to know what the turning point was here.
Turnover has been a big issue here. Oh, he is not going to make it to the first down. He's dropped back. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Brandon Marshall pulling in his 2nd reception of the game. You'd think they'd be seeing a little bit more of him, but, you know, I believe he's been heavily contested by Bradley Roby.
Yeah, Roby's been on top of it.
Aaron Stewart over here, making sure he doesn't get the first.
Well, they've been holding him, but
Russell Wilson's going to be coming out of here in the strong. He's got 1 receiver at the bottom of your screen. We're probably thinking run over here. Carson is not going to make it.
They're going to stop him.
Von Miller.
Von Miller coming in clutch, making it 4th and 1. This is going to force the Seahawks
to punt it.
Do you think he might go for it? Do you think? Oh,
this
actually,
is going to be a field goal by Janikowski.
This is a big
He's already
field
missed
goal.
1. This is possibly a 60-yard attempt here. All right,
and
the kick is up. It is at the distance, and it is off again.
Was that short?
That was short.
That is not normal for Janikowski.
Age is catching up to him.
I would have rather just went for it. It's 1 yard, coach.
He kicked that from the 40, the 47 maybe?
Oh no, it's far left.
He shanked it twice onto the left. Jimmy Garoppolo gets 1 more chance. Well, not 1 more chance, but he gets another chance here. Can he finally punch it in? This has been an ugly game for Jimmy G, but a learning experience. Royce Freeman is in the backfield as we speak. He's going to go and take the handoff. He's going to be gushing up.
Room.
That's a first down. Rush at 10.
62 yards.
It's 20.
He's starting to get his groove here. Yeah. Total over 100 yards for
Coney Ely got his first tackle. So Freeman, it looks like what they're doing here is they are just trying to tire down this defensive line and hopefully
they're not giving him the first. They're actually 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1. There we go. It's going to be in the backfield. Devontae Booker, who's been kind of the spark plug when they needed something. Thrown into the dirt.
Miscommunication there. They're behind the defender or the receiver. Forcing another 3rd and 1. Remember the last 3rd and 1, they threw a pick. Will they run it here?
3rd and 1. This is a huge 3rd and 1. We're halfway done with the 4th quarter. High formation. This is going to be a play action bootleg. It's going out to Freeman, who picks up the first.
There it is.
And he makes it out of bounds. Royce Freeman, only 2 receptions on the day. He's not really a passing back, but that was a huge 5 yards for him. The Broncos needed a conversion on this drive, and this is what they needed.
The defense has done so much today for the Broncos. Jimmy needs to make something happen here.
On both sides, the defense is what's keeping them in here. All right, Jimmy G's going to take this from under center. He's got bunched up receivers, top of your screen. And he goes in the middle to Heuerman, who cannot hold on to it. He's been favoring his tight ends here in this game. Not really attacking his receivers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of the passes to his receivers have resulted in interceptions, unfortunately. But he threw that in tight coverage there, and Herman wasn't able to pull it in. 2nd and 10, 2 wideouts.
Ball on the 38. Jimmy's going to take this one from under center. Thomas is in motion. The ball's high. Thomas is in the middle, and he gets his second catch of the game. 3rd and 6, 4th catch of the game for 20 yards.
Mingo with the tackle.
This is going to be 3rd and 6. Ball on the 33. The Broncos are in field goal range.
And maybe that's just what they're doing, just trying to inch forward.
Inch forward and kick the field goal. They trust their defense can make the hold when it's needed or when called upon.
They're gonna line up in shotgun.
All right, looks like Lindsey is out there on the. Booker is back on the field. This is going to be a screenplay to Booker, who is going to fall just short of the first down. He got an injury on the field.
Oh dear, I think that might be
it's going to be a lineman.
I'm set the block for Booker there.
We're probably going to be seeing the field goal unit out here.
Mingo, the only one back they're able to pull him
surprised
down.
They didn't call a pass or roughing the passer on this one.
Oh, did he get hit late?
Oh, yeah.
I think the referees are trying to wrap it up here. But there was an injury on the field, so it stopped the clock anyway. But here we go. The kick to take the lead for the Broncos.
You're looking at possibly a 50-yard kick.
Oh, almost blocked, but it is up, and it is good.
McManus is perfect on the season. I believe that is 5 for 5 for McManus.
Yes, 5 for 5, and the safety.
It was almost, I was almost running into the kicker, actually. And he was pretty much down the middle. McManus is
unbelievable.
Automatic here in Denver. What is the record for most field goals in a game?
I don't know. He's climbing there.
He's got to be close.
Yeah. And there's still a lot of time. 7.5 minutes left in the game.
Can Russell do it again? Or can Von Miller and this Denver defense come out victorious? Russell comes out with an empty set. He's got 4 wide. Looking at Tyler Lockett at the top of your screen. He's surveilling.
Oh, there it is!
Von Miller of Bradley Chubb.
Bradley Chubb.
Von Miller puts the pressure on, but Bradley Chubb beats him to it.
Able to bulldoze through straight in almost a straight line. Let's see this replay, just bulldozing through.
The lineman had no chance. Von Miller.
He couldn't stop.
It was a race.
Dragging him.
This was a race to the quarterback.
Grabs him with one
hand. And the
hand.
rookie beats him. Look at Von Miller. Take a look. What? The play's over?
How many sacks is that for Bradley? Is that 2?
Bradley Chubb's got 2 sacks. Von Miller, we're looking at, I believe he's only got 1, right?
A loss of 10. 7 minutes left. Russell Wilson drops back.
Out to the flat, and Dixon is brought down immediately. Chris Harris on the coverage. Gain of 1. Wow. All right. What do you think Pete Carroll is telling his guys out there on the sideline? With it being 3rd and long, 3rd and 19
he
from the
says we need to
60.
go deep here.
Empty nest.
You see Von Miller.
Von Miller's
rushing. Go in.
He can't get free, and it is broken down, brought down. We're probably about a gain of about 6. Justin Simmons is having a great beginning of the 2018 season. He has a blocked punt. He's got 7 tackles. He's been all over these receivers. It's the whole bend but don't break philosophy here. Ooh, that was close. Can Pac-Man Jones go ahead and set up a great return here?
No, he didn't break that tackle.
Yeah, he's been lights out. 25 yards per return. That's pretty good. Let's say an average punter kicks at about 60, 70 yards. He nets them at about 45 to 50.
All right, touchdown hero could put him up by 10, and
Jimmy G
very well sealed this game. We see the first offensive touchdown.
Going to be taking it from the 28. We're looking at Demaryius Thomas to the top of your screen. Freeman's going to go ahead and run up the middle. He's going to find a hole. Pushes it all the way out for a gain of about 8. It's going to be 2nd and 2 at the Bronco 36.
Mingo with another tackle.
Mingo
up at 8.
There seems to be a rush. Mingo, I think, has the most. He's at 8 tackles. Justin Simmons is at 7, along with, I believe, Von Miller is at 7 as well. You know, Bradley Chubb, all of his tackles have been for losses. Every
Really?
single one.
Yeah, you know
he
you're
has
right.
5, but he's got 1. He's got 2 sacks. Actually, he's got 6.
If his tackles aren't in the backfield, then he's not doing his job, right?
Yeah, exactly. Out of the shotgun, it's going to be handed off to... Ooh, as he's bulldozed as soon as he touches the ball. Good job holding on. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Jimmy's coming out with an empty nest.
down
They're playing
conversion.
very identical offenses on both sides of the field over here. Empty nest. He's going to get it out quick. He's going to get to Booker, who is his safety blanket.
I think we might see holding.
Vance is not pleased. It's
No!
Another
roughing the passer.
Is on Frank Clark.
Frank Clark. Get that guy out of here.
Devontae Booker is leaving the game with an injury. Does that mean we're going to see a little bit more from Philip Lindsay?
I think
the
that's the
hometown
story.
hero. I think the kids here have been wanting to see this boy play. Freeman.
Right now it's Freeman passing up 70 yards. 2nd and 9.
Coming out from right under center. We got a bunch up formation at the bottom of your screen. Freeman's going to get right up for the first down. This is huge.
Oh.
And he jukes through. This is a huge gain. What a big first down. Freeman is approaching 100 yards.
He started off slow, but he's this 4th quarter specifically, he's been finding his groove.
We got 3 tight ends out on the field with a single back. It's going to be a run play as he breaks 1 for maybe a gain of a
You know what,
yard.
I think the
Maybe even gave him.
I think the Seahawks defense or the front line,
They're getting worn out.
tired. And Freeman is taking advantage of that.
Yes. And they're going to stick with Freeman as they're going to go with 2 receivers at the top of your screen. Garoppolo's under center. It's going to be a play action, and it's caught by Heuerman,
His favorite target today.
the tight end.
And they are in the red zone. On the 13-yard line. They have another chance.
They are stomping. They're stomping at the door. Can they put this game away? A touchdown here could
very
seal
well
the
seal it.
deal.
Could very well seal it. Now 2-minute warning approaching.
This is a huge play. Probably the biggest pass of Jimmy's season so far. There we go. The offense is setting up. Under center is Jimmy Garoppolo. He's got 2 receivers with Cortland Sutton on the outside, the bottom of the screen. He's taking a look. He surveys it. Back to Heuerman.
Oh,
who
no, it's
fumbles
fumbled.
it.
No. Oh, my
Fumbled
God.
at the and recovered
Seahawks
at the 8. Bobby
recovering.
Wagner. Heuerman did not hold on to the ball.
There's a big boost coming from the crowd there, and they. I mean, I understand. It's very upsetting.
This offense has been struggling. and
Every
when
time they
finally
hit
get
the red zone, there's
groove-
been a turnover.
Yeah, they were on the move, and Jimmy is probably thinking, oh, God. How much do I got to spend to buy a touchdown here?
No, a fumble there, that's unacceptable. Unacceptable. That's a big man.
Now this defense is going to have to put the pressure. The receiver's in motion. Brown is moving up to the line. Wilson drops back to pass. He gets rid of it quickly, and it is dropped. Incomplete pass. Pass deflected by Brandon Marshall.
Russell Wilson's used to this late game drive, but he's probably still nervous about the rush.
Oh, that was great. Swatted out. Offense is going to go ahead and set up. 2nd and 10. Russell Wilson's out of the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers at the top of your screen. McKissick's in the backfield. Miller on the rush. He can't get through. Lockett with the reception, and he is brought down with a gain of about 7. They've marked it back 6. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
There's a 2-minute warning.
14. This is going to be a huge 3rd down.
This will be
for
really
both
big
teams.
because if the Denver Broncos stop him here, they're obviously going to go for it on 4th down. And if they stop him then, that puts them in excellent field position.
That depends. They have all their timeouts, and it's not like the Broncos are exactly moving the ball downfield now. They could probably trust that Jimmy G will not move the ball down, get the ball back with a short amount of time, or so it looks like they're going to go for it here, and they're going to have to. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Pete Carroll over there is thinking, all right, what should I do? Depends on where. If this is going to be a screen pass, it's incomplete. Von
This is
Miller
it. This
with
is
the rush.
here's the decision that's gonna
He's gonna have to
pretty
take
much
a nice-
decide everything here.
He could go for it here and hold the Denver defense.
He's going for it.
He's going to go for it and just hope that they hold the Denver defense if this does not get converted. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers. He's going to go throw it down the middle, and Brandon Marshall.
But there's a flag. And I think that's going to be holding.
This could be a
Vance
hold. This is
Joseph
gonna be
looks
called back.
excited about that call, and oh my.
And it is a holding call. A huge one.
That's going to bring it to 4th and 11. I think they...
This is what...
And they're still going to go for it, and that brings them down. They're only on the 7-yard line.
This is the effect that number 58 brings. Number 58, Von Miller. If you don't want him to get your quarterback, you have to hold him. And he's trying to break free. He's pushing back.
3 and down.
And
Dixon
gets it. That is a huge conversion. Seattle is moving down the field.
That was the game.
They are rushing up. Russell Wilson goes in and takes a snap. He surveys the field, and he gets it to Brandon Marshall, who's brought down after a gain of about 12.
Minute 30. This
Ball's
is what
on the
Russell
midfield.
wants.
This is a hurry up. He's calling everyone back to the line. Out of the shotgun. Broncos aren't ready for this. He steps back. He surveils. He's got all the field. There's a holding on the call. Russell is taken down by Brandon Marshall, but this is going to be called back. When we marked back at probably around the 40-yard line. They're pushed back.
At this point, the Seahawks need every yard they could take, especially Janikowski not in quite kicking form right now.
Yes, these penalties is going to be the headliner for the Seahawks. Out of shotgun, 3 receiver trips, and it's going to be rush. I'm surprised they did not call a flag there, and it is brought out of Pac-Man Jones. Seems to be slow to getting up.
That was his first tackle, and he gets hurt.
Oh. That's going to be huge. He was such a good kick returner. He did as much as he could to keep the ball in a good position. Out of the shotgun, he's going to have 2 receivers out. Tight end is streaking down. Running back gets to
Carson.
And Carson gets the first down.
And we're in kicking territory.
1 minute left in the 4th quarter. Russell Wilson's getting his players back onto the field. He's saying, let's go, let's move. Russell Wilson goes ahead and takes a snap. He's running around, and he's in trouble. And it is caught by Moore. Injury timeout. Looks like the
lot of
lineman,
injuries
Dwayne
this
Brown,
game.
is hurt. Is that Demarius Moore from the Raiders?
I'm sure. Oh, he's on the Seahawks now.
He was actually a very talented receiver. I had high hopes for him when he was out there in Oakland.
He was able to hold on to the ball before falling down to the ground.
Out of the shotgun, here we go. It's a 4 receiver set with McKissick in the backfield. The rush comes.
So
he gets it out in time. And he holds on. These receivers only on for
He's
dear
been
life.
flawless. He's been flawless on these throws this drive, Russell.
Empty nest. Here we go. It's a bunch. That's going to be a false start. Back it up.
False start. Offense.
These penalties.
Russell thought that he was going to trick him, get him off. Now, Janikowski's missed 2 in a row. These aren't free shots for him. Out of the shotgun, we're going to have 2 receivers. Carson's in motion. He's set up in the receiving slot. It's going to be a 3-man rush. This is going to be, brought down. Dixon is hit hard.
There's a timeout.
They're going to try
20
probably
seconds
one more
left.
time into the end zone.
They're going to run it, try and get as close as they can here.
Russell Wilson under center. He goes off, hands it off to Chris Carson, who is brought down even further back. Every yard counts.
That might have been a mistake, but they're going for it again. They need to watch the clock here.
3rd and 4. He's going to hand it off to Carson, who's brought down immediately, and it's going to be a timeout. 5 seconds left.
Losing
on the
more
right
yardage.
hash mark.
5 seconds. They're going to bring in Janikowski to try and tie this up and put this into overtime.
This is a 44-yard attempt. Now, this should be a piece of cake for Janikowski. Oh, and they're icing
the kicker. Janikowski has been cold all day, and they're going to throw a little bit of ice there. I don't know.
So icing the kicker was started off in Denver, actually. Mike Shanahan started that, so the masters of icing the kicker. Janikowski is set up. The crowd is loud. The snap is up. The kick is up. It is good, and we are tied with 1 second. Looks like we'll be seeing some extra football here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God. What a crazy game. Janikowski able to kick and make his first field goal on the day. I believe it was his first, right? Yes.
Yes.
1 for 3 today.
And they're going to go ahead and kick this one off.
It's a high kick.
Lindsay is going to go and take it out from the back, and he is brought down. We are going into overtime.
Jimmy Garoppolo, Russell Wilson.
Captains went out into the field for the coin toss.
Oh man, and that critical fumble that cost them.
That was the game right there. Well, the Broncos overcoming a small deficit to go ahead and catch up. So there we go.
Captains Broncos win the toss, and I'm pretty sure they're going to receive. I think it's a foolish mistake to not receive during overtime.
Now, what do you think Vance Joseph is telling his guys on the sideline over there?
Hold on to the damn ball.
That's
I mean, especially in overtime, if they turn over the ball, all the Seahawks have to do is kick a field goal for the win.
That's true.
So,
and you know that Russell Wilson can move that the offense down.
A touchdown ends the game. A field goal allows the other team to come back.
All right, Royce Freeman's out there in the backfield, coming out the I formation, 2-receiver set. Freeman's gonna look for a hole here, and he's gonna push it up for maybe a gain of 4. Makes it through the 90-yard mark, and it's gonna be 2nd and 6. Ball's on the 29.
Now, if there's any time for Garoppolo to shine and show that he is the true quarterback for this team, it would be now.
It's going to be overtime. Remember, he does not know what defeat is. He gets it to Cortland Sutton. That was going to be maybe his 3rd reception of the game. He's been awfully quiet. I know they wanted to get him pretty involved. 2nd reception, but that first one was a big one. Earl Thomas eclipses 10 tackles on the game.
Here's 3rd and 3. I can imagine seeing a lot of pressure here coming from the Seahawks.
3rd and 3. It was a nice pass that time, but these Seahawks, they're giving a little bit of a cushion. They just don't want anything going over the top. This is going to be a 2-receiver set. He's going to take this from under the center. Garoppolo hikes it. It's going to be handoff to Freeman. He's going to go ahead and pick up the first down. They're going to take this slow and leave as little time as possible.
And he's at 96 yards, looking to break 100 in his first game here. Very nice blocking. Like, look at the size of that hole. Dude,
that pancake. Let's see, this defense is getting tired.
They might be able to just keep running it all the way downfield.
Now, Devontae Booker is still injured and has not returned. We're seeing Freeman back on the field in the backfield. Oh, he's going to take the handoff, but he is taken down hard.
Hit.
He loses a yard there. It's going to be 2nd and 11 at their own 37.
4th tackle for the loss by Wagner. He's on 7 tackles on the day, 4th for a loss. Wow. 2nd and 11.
Oof, Wagner, uncontested. Touched no one, but he read that play.
A little bit of a ton at the end there.
These guys are emotional. It's the first game of the season on the road. They've picked off Garoppolo 3 times.
I think we might see a play action here. No.
Lindsey's going to take the ball, but he has nowhere to go as the linebacker goes right through uncontested.
All right, 3rd and 13.
Empty nest. Here we go. It's going to be 4 receiver out of the shotgun. He surveys the field, takes a look.
He's having a lot of time.
He's going to let it go.
He throws it down to Sutton.
Cortland Sutton with a big first down. The Broncos are moving the chains.
Garoppolo able to throw under pressure.
And he just eclipsed 200 yards off that play. Ooh, tight window.
Very tight window. That was perfect timing for that throw.
Royce Freeman is back out there.
And
we probably know is going to be handed off. It's going to be a delayed. Oh, it's a play action. He's got to let go of it, but he is dropped in the backfield.
McDougald with a sack. Already a pick. 5 tackles and a sack. He's all over the place today.
9-yard loss at their own 42. And that is great coverage there. He had nobody open.
And no one bit that play action.
No. Surprising.
McDougald went unblocked for that
Surprising
sack.
with Freeman approaching. We're probably going to have to see a run over here just to move it up just a bit.
Oh,
and that's
no.
a false start.
Oh, Vance is pissed. He dropped his clipboard there. He can't believe it. I really can't believe it. Like, at a time like this.
Ron Leary's supposed to be a leader here on the line, coming over from Dallas a couple of years ago. All right, hushing down the crowd. This is going to be a handoff to Freeman, who's going to go ahead and just pick up maybe a gain of 2 or 3.
3rd and 22, another huge 3rd down conversion.
Very much. We'll probably see a draw play or possibly a run. Doesn't want to get picked off here. Maybe trust the defense to make a stop. Oh, this is going to be an empty set. He's going to take his chances. He's running out.
He's throwing it deep.
And he misses. Oh, and there's going to be a little confrontation on the field.
Break this up.
Thomas is a bit frustrated. He hasn't been able to get the ball in his hands here today.
And he was the target on that play, but that was just slightly overthrown.
Marquette King with the punt. This is going to be high. This is going to be sky high. Unreturnable.
Oh my God, on the 6. And they're going to rely on their defense here. Denver defense, if it's any time to step up, this will be it. They've been kicking ass all day, but
that would have been a perfect throw.
Russell Wilson in for another long drive, but
here he comes.
This is
starting. This is going to be a 94-yard drive for Russell Wilson.
All they have to do is get in field goal range and hope Janikowski could
he will take this under center with 5.5 left. Hand it off to Chris Carson, who is brought down by Brandon Marshall. 9 rushes for a total of 8 yards and a touchdown, which came in the first quarter off of like a 1-yard dive. Now, this running game has not been going too well for the Seahawks, who's normally known for being able to attack the ground like this. Maybe 2nd and 4. He's going to take it out of the shotgun. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. McKissick's going to take a delayed running. Oh, and he's going to break free as he's taken down. Breaches about the 25. 24 is where they're going to mark them. It's going to be 1st and 10. There's a bit of excessive dancing out there on the field. He almost got taken out by Bradley Chubb in the back. Almost thought he was going to pass Darren Stewart, who was able to wrap him up there. These elusive backs, they're so quick, because after they get out of 1, that's like an instant 3 yards. They're able to recover so fast. A little less than 4.5 down here in overtime. 1st and 10, he drops back. McKissick gets the catch, but is brought down. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9, taking it from the 24. Seahawks are looking to go ahead and put the Broncos away, putting him into field goal range. Von Miller is being held up. He is not making it through. It is caught.
But I think
that could have been a holding play. Let's take a look at this.
I think it is. I think it's going to be holding.
Holding on the offense.
And that's really going to hurt him, but you got to look at the play call. Like, there's only 3 minutes, 45 seconds left.
2nd and 19. Out of the pistol, he's got 2 receivers. Tyler Lockett, you're looking at him at the top of your screen. He's going to be
handed off to Carson.
And Von Miller is going to drop him for a gain of about 1.
3rd and 18.
Miller, 8 tackles.
We're trying to run out the clock, and maybe Seahawks are just going to try and deal with a tie. They're going to try and run out the clock as much as they can, but
this is going to be out of the shotgun. Russell Wilson's got 3 receivers. McKissick's going to go in for a pass. He's going to receive this. He breaks 1 tackle, and he is taken down.
We're going to stop him. I would call timeout here if I was Denver.
Chris Harris on the stop.
If I was Vance, I would call a timeout. It looks like he's going to let the clock run out. I'm not sure.
He doesn't Seems like they don't want to leave too much time. They want to be the last ones with possession of this one. Unless it's going to be a tie or they're going to win this. Good coverage with the Denver, playing somewhat of a prevent defense to make sure that McKissick wasn't going to go past anyone. And the punt is up. Dixon kicks it off, and he boots it. Philip Lindsay's going to take this one, and he is shut down at the 21.
Next score wins the game here. There's Demarius.
Garoppolo and Demarius Thomas coming out. What do you think was being said there? I'm pretty sure Demarius is telling him, you got to try it out. Trust in your receivers. Go deep. He's going to take it from a bunch formation. Under center is Garoppolo. He steps back. He's looking for his receivers. And it is
oh, to Demarius Thomas, but he drops it. Interesting to see him as the initial target after they both walked out on the field.
Kind of not speaking to each other here right now. He had it in his hand, but he just didn't hold on to it. And you really got to. If you know, a big thing is when you take a look at Seattle, they're not dropping many balls. Out of the I formation, we could possibly be seeing a run over here with two receivers. We got Demarius at the bottom of the screen. Freeman's going to try to look for a hole, and he's pushing through. Gain of maybe about 6 as he crosses the 100-yard mark for the first game of his career. Out of the shotgun. 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. 3rd and 5.
And this is going to be a big
they must
third
convert
down.
Here.
He's talking it over with Vance right now.
Maybe he's seeing an opening that Vance did not.
This would be the time to throw short again on 3rd and 5. This isn't the time to go for the touchdown. Really, they just need to move the ball up inch by inch. Convert this. Move into field goal range. He's going to go and take a look.
There's going to be holding, though.
Oh, and it is still... Oh.
Something caught it, but...
I don't know.
I wonder if they're going to decline it. That's going to be 4th.
If they decline, it's 4th and 2. They're going to take 4th and 2, and Marquette King's going to punt it right over here. Broncos looks like they're on their defense. Tie. Lockett's going to head. Oh, and he spins around 1, but he is stepping out of bounds. A minute and 47 left. Russell Wilson will take
He's going to have another shot. 41 passing attempts for Russell Wilson.
3 interceptions, 1 touchdown.
And I think most of those attempts came from second half, because first half he only had like 10 or something.
Oh, and it's dropped. Great defense by Brandon Marshall to get that out of his hand. 2nd and 10, ball to 24. Russell Wilson walks up to the line. He's going to take this under center. He's got 2 receivers. Top of your screen. It's handed off to Carson. It was brought down after a gain of about 2 or 3. 3rd and 7 with the ball on the 28. Darren Stewart with his 4th tackle of the game. Broncos are playing this very patiently, holding on to these timeouts. Defense is pressing up, showing blitz. Von Miller, it's a 4-man rush. They're going to air it out.
Throws it deep.
And it is swatted, defended by Von Miller.
Von Miller deep downfield.
And he swats that away.
Well done, Von.
That was a huge
crucial
pass
3rd
deflection.
down. And this is going to give the Broncos another opportunity.
As Von Miller chases him all the way to the sideline deep.
I haven't seen so many punts in overtime, I don't think, ever.
Lindsay's going to go ahead and run it, but he cannot get out of this. If the Broncos aren't able to move it downfield, we might see a tie. I don't remember the last time I've seen the Broncos tie it. I've seen Seattle tie it before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seattle's tied it recently, but Broncos, I don't remember the last time they've tied it.
If ever, right?
If ever. All right, taking from under center is Garoppolo. Quieting
Just
down
over a
this
minute.
crowd. Freeman's going to take the run.
Oh!
And he breaks through, but he's going to be taken down immediately after.
There's a timeout by the Broncos.
5-yard gain. Ball is on the 19-yard line.
Both teams are hungry for a win, but there's only a minute left. Denver
Now,
might finish out this game.
If Denver could get a first, I think they should take a shot downfield. One shot downfield.
Well, why not a shot downfield now? They have 3 wideouts right now. Ooh, to Booker. Booker trying to push through. Oh.
And he comes back from
They
injury.
need to rush to the line. Come on. Letting the clock tick.
He is calling out a play. There seems to be a little bit of confusion. This clock is ticking out. They might settle for the tie here. Out of the shotgun. It's going to be an empty nest. 3rd and 2. This is for the
There's a
game.
lot.
And he throws it over
Pressure.
to Hamilton.
Hamilton,
Can he
go
make
out
it
of
out
bounds?
of bounds? And he could not make it out of bounds.
You need to rush this. You need to rush this, coach.
And he's dancing. He is not getting in position. 22, 21, 20. The clock is going. Timeout is called by Vance
Late
Joseph.
timeout by Vance Joseph. And you throw downfield, throw down a spike, and
That's
get
it.
a field goal. That's all they could really do here. Or run out of bounds.
I'm a little confused as to why that receiver didn't make it out. Empty nest. They're just going to be chucking for the end zone here. He should just take one shot at least. It's going to be a 3-man rush.
There it is, deep.
Oh,
Oh.
and it is swatted away. Earl Thomas.
Ooh, doing a little bit of shuffle dancing here.
He looks like he's riding on a horse, right? Like a Bronco.
Nice diving.
That was a beautiful
swat.
pass, but coverage was even better.
We'll see another deep downfield. Need to catch him, run out of bounds. I don't even think they'll have time for a spike. He has a lot of
Booker's
time.
Shack down. Hamilton with the reception. He needs to get on the
7,
ground.
6, 5.
And this is going to be
4,
the game right
3.
here.
They need to hurry up, and they're just going to settle
That's
for the
the
tie.
game.
17-17.
It's a tie. 3 interceptions for both teams. This is not the game that we expected, and really it stalled as soon as Baldwin and Emmanuel Sanders went down. The game started off.
Absolutely.
What looked like it was going to be a shootout, which ended up being a defensive, I should say, very defensive
Very
game.
defensive game. We're getting a total of 7 takeaways total between the two teams.
A lot of mistakes were made on both sides. I think a big one, that fumble that Human had late in the 4th quarter, which could have possibly put the game away.
GG.